Here I am, a 40-something-year-old guy from Middle America, the kind of guy who loves God, the American flag, John Wayne movies, and Chicago Cubs baseball. I love sipping bourbon, puffing on a premium cigar, and watching action movies with explosions, or movies where spaceships are shooting at other spaceships. I love superheroes, thriller novels, Stephen King movies, and heavy metal music. My wife has her own passions. She sells custom Barbie outfits on eBay, turning tiny dresses into a side hustle. Our spare bedroom, a pink explosion of pristine Barbie stuff. She's got her collectibles, I've got my Star Trek gear. Hey, we make it work. Then came the Barbie movie. I wasn't exactly itching to watch it. Give me a Cubs meltdown over that any day. Rumors of preachy, left-leaning messaging didn't help. But if I can survive soul-crushing office meetings, I think I could handle a Barbie movie. So I braced myself for the political lecture, and we went to the movie theater. And it was like a cotton candy nuclear explosion went off. First of all, I love the 2001 Space Odyssey parody right at the beginning. My wife had never seen that movie. As a matter of fact, she'd never even heard of the movie. I had to explain the lampoon of 2001 to her after the fact and showed her a clip. But after that, the movie kicks off and I'm ready to check out, but damn, the thing's actually funny. Margot Robbie was terrific, and after seeing her as Harley Quinn and Sharon Tate in Quentin Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I should not have been surprised. She was excellent. Her Barbie struts through a plastic utopia so absurd it feels like a fever dream. Dream houses with no walls, fake beach waves. I'm chuckling before the opening sequence is over. Then Ryan Gosling's Ken crashes in, and I'm done for. He's a walking midlife crisis, pining for Barbie like a lovesick Labrador. Pathetically hilarious. I start laughing so hard I forgot that I wasn't supposed to like it. As for the preachy stuff that I was afraid of, patriarchy stuff that I was dreading, a total misfire by the online outrage crowd. Ken stumbles into the concept of the patriarchy and being manly, and tries to macho up. He tries to turn Barbie Land into his idea of what manly is. And he's not very good at it, and it's funny. He's chugging invisible beers, slapping bro on the end of every sentence, rebranding Barbie's dream house into the Mojo Dojo Casa House, a frat boy fantasy with horse posters and a leather couch, Metallica fanny pack. I'm rolling my eyes and laughing. It was great. It's not anti-man. It's a guy who doesn't know how to be a man, and that's funny. Watching Ryan Gosling be Ken is like peak Bill Murray deadpan humor. He's wearing a fur coat and mansplaining things. Ryan Gosling is in on the joke. Ryan Gosling was in on the joke, and he deserved an Oscar for this performance. The film has depth that I didn't expect. Barbie is wrestling with existential dread as her perfect world cracks, facing real-life chaos. It's clever, like the Matrix sneaking philosophy into kung fu fights. The gender stuff, the roles, the power and all that, it's there, but it's not sanctimonious like a TED Talk, like I had feared it would be. Barbie is just as naive as Ken. Barbie doesn't understand femininity any better than Ken understands masculinity. Both of them are terrible at interacting with each other, not because they're bad people or because they're sexist, because they literally don't know how. They're plastic people just learning this stuff for the first time, and all they have to go by is what they see in Barbie Land or a cursory examination of the real world with no context. It makes for great fish out of water humor, and it lands more often than it doesn't. The movie roasts everyone, and I love it. Barbie is sheltered, Ken is a doofus, the humans are a mess. It's not preaching, it's holding up a mirror saying we're all absurd. I'm a guy who loves cigars, Arnold Schwarzenegger movies, church on Sunday, and then the gun range. In other words, I'm not the target audience, but I ate this movie up. It's not bashing men like I feared it would be, it's mocking cartoonish machismo, which any man can laugh at. Ken's arc is good, it's fun to watch. He's desperate to be man enough to earn Barbie's love. He tries every stereotype, cowboy, gym bro, wannabe CEO, and it all crashes spectacularly. By the end, he's got to find himself, not some beer ad fantasy, but be real. And then the visual effects, they're insane. Every frame is a neon sugar rush like a science fiction designer mainlined pixie sticks. Will Ferrell is over the top as a CEO, and he's so cartoonishly evil and so cartoonishly sexist that it's not a jab at men, he's just hamming it up. It's satirical. It's not meant to be taken as a serious critique of manliness. The writing is sharp, and I'll give you one example. A girl in the real world calls Barbie a fascist. Barbie looks confused. She's not offended, she's confused. She says, "I don't control the railways," and I started laughing. Literally laughing out loud. As a World War II history buff, thanks to my grandpa's old war books, that Mussolini joke was gold. I think most of the audience missed it, but I was laughing. It proves that the writers are smarter than the critics. And Weird Barbie was excellent, a show stealer. I posted on X about liking this movie and got roasted like I was in the 5th grade all over again, but I don't care. Barbie is a smart, funny, and lovable movie, and even a guy like me, who is as far from the target audience as it's possible to be, I liked it for what it is, a satire, not a feminist rally. It was a party with a brain wrapped in hot pink, and I loved it. And you know what? I'm not apologizing for any of it, and I'll be there for the sequel. Now, if only I could get my wife to be that excited for a Star Trek thing.